clarify some things, mostly for the MAGA world out there who think that China was defeated by the Sith Orange Lord in this war with the terrorists. Well, let's clarify something right now. Yes, they did do a pause for 90 days on the tariffs, which is not good. It's not permanent. And there is something that many Trumpers out there are cheering about. They're saying, "Oh, we got 30% tariffs on them, and we only have 10% from them." Let me clarify something. That 20% difference was already there to begin with. It was placed by Trump 4 or 5 years ago, through 7 years ago, whenever he was in his first term, and he placed those tariffs at 20% at the time. Biden came into office, he kept the 20% on. He never took them off. And when Trump was sworn in again, he added another 10. And then China at this point said, "Hey, then I'm putting 10 on you." So China was being kind of generous a little bit, but not really. We put 10, he matched them with 10. So it's 10 and 10, and the 20 from before, from 5-6 years ago in his first term. So nothing changed. It went back to the original agreement. So nothing has been, all this up and down, instability, unstable markets, and all the chaos that he has created in the economic system in the US and around the world. It was a waste of time. And people say he's a deal maker. I'm starting to see why he has had so many bankruptcies in his life previous to being a reality TV show pretend businessman. Because I mean, these things he's doing now don't make sense at all. And it's clear that that, for example, and that's something else that not many people know. I know firsthand because I lived in China for a few years. U.S. It has about 14% of the market of China in terms of exports, and everything that they import from China is about 14% of the China's business. China has the rest of the business around the world, in Europe and Asia and Latin America. And on the reverse, what U.S. brings from, what U.S. exports to China is about 4 to 5%. They don't have a lot of products as much as we do here. Everything we have here, from Walmart, Target, everywhere around here, Dollar Tree, all that stuff, you look at it, made in China, maybe a few other countries, but mostly in China. And US, for you to find products that are made in the USA that are imported, you have to go to a specialty store. They don't sell them at the store. I would go to a convenience store, I would go to a regular supermarket, and they would not have a lot of American stuff. You have a mixture of European and other Asian and other countries, and maybe a couple here and there American. And if you want to find like a pure American stuff, you have to go to a specialty store, sort of like a Costco they have here, or like a Sam's Club, but they have this like a Chinese version where they only sell American products. It's this one store in a city, or two stores that you have to drive to get that stuff. So it's not a major. See, U.S. has the mentality, they go, "Oh, we're on top of the world, we're number one." No, you're not. Oh, the only thing I can think of that they really like a lot is the iPhones. And they make them over there. So the thing that people have to be clear about now is, despite this pause that happened for 90 days, already economists and large corporations and businesses and people that are involved in this are saying we're about to hit inflation anyway. With that extra tariffs that Trump put around the world, China's not paying for that. And his press secretary, that Caroline Levitt, saying, "Oh, they're not taxed." She's an ignorant girl. She doesn't know. Or she knows, but she's just being disingenuous. She's not being honest. You are paying for that. The company that brings the products here, whatever is made here, I mean, whatever is made in China and is brought here, bringing it here costs money to the business people that bring them here to resell here. So it's going to pass the cost of that tariffs to the consumer. Now, if they want to be nice and just eat the cost, but most people won't do that. Americans are going to pay for that. So you're going to have a little inflation. The inflation is going to continue. There's an estimate that the gas is going to come down, and it's going to come down, but there's signs of a possible recession because of the instability that Trump is creating in the world with his behavior. I mean, a lot of people are looking at him, not just China, but a lot of countries in Europe and Latin America and all over in Africa. They're saying the U.S. has always been a leader, but this going on right now is very unstable, very irresponsible. He cannot lead the world. The countries are even making deals right now with each other and saying we need to start thinking apart from U.S. We need to start like thinking apart from him. He's antagonizing us. He's being very unfair. He's being arbitrary. He's chaotic, and it's hurting U.S. in the long run. And people don't see that. And Trumpers are just cheering. Yeah, we own the elites. We don't care what the world thinks. We're gonna do what we want because we're number one. That ignorant thinking we're number one, America, is not going to fly anymore. We're not there anymore. So people got to be aware of that. And if you're not going to be aware of that, get ready to suffer. And you are, because inflation is going to stay on with the tariffs. Prices are going to go up a little bit again. Right now, despite canceling the tariffs, putting a 90-day pause, this whole month and a half since early April, through now, the middle of May, during that time, a lot of businesses paused ordering, paused a lot of things in their businesses. And we heard about empty trailers, empty containers, empty shipments. That's going to hit us eventually. It's coming. So with that little pause, the stupidity of the Lion King, there you go. Get ready for it, people. Hasta la vista, baby. Bye-bye.